What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JP. And if you don't know who I am, I'm just a small little comic book shop owner. I own OrganicPriceBooks.com. Quick background: I started Organic Price Books in February 13th. We did $1 million in the sales in 7 months. Hit it in September 9th. And I did a little video about that before as well. And ending off the year with almost like $2 million in sales, just selling comic books by itself. So that's my little bit of credentials right there. That way you guys know I have a little bit of knowledge of what I'm talking about. I only been in business for about a year since this video, so I'm still kind of new, still a rookie, but I like to share what I've learned throughout my journey. And a lot of people have been asking me how they can grow their business, how they should start, stuff like that, because everybody has goals and dreams, and why not help people fulfill theirs. So today I'll be talking about how to the ways to avoid burnout, because throughout this entire year that I started this business, I had a couple sponsors. I follow people as well, and just watching what people do, still going through the same journey as I was going. And then I noticed a few people falling off every few months. Like they're hot, they're on fire, they putting out a lot of content, doing a lot of work, and then out of nowhere they're just like, hey, I gotta regroup, or do all this, like rehabilitate, or just step away from everything for months and months, and you don't hear from them for quite some time. So today I want to talk about how to avoid burnout, or the ways I avoided burnout in my experience, and how to stay on fire and just get after your goals and stuff like that. This video is being filmed December 31st, 2021. So perfect time for planning for the New Year's and getting ready for your New Year's, because a lot of people, they have their New Year's resolution, New Year's goals, and then come February, it's just dreams. So I hope this video helps you guys out with how to fulfilling your goals and your dreams, and actually starting off your New Year strong. So let's get started on this video. So the first topic, so I have six steps that helped me with burnout. The first one we'll be going over is the physical. So there's the first row will be easy, a little bit harder, and the hardest thing to do. So we'll start off with the easy ones first, because you can start anytime. So in my opinion, taking care of yourself physically is one of the most important things that you can do, because not only will you feel better, you'll be more confident about yourself, and you just have more energy overall. And the key to the game is just maintaining that energy, because you need energy to do everything that you want to do. And with the lack of energy, when you start the day off at 8 a.m. or something like that, and you're already tired at 10 a.m., then all of your work already slackened. So you want to make sure that you take care of yourself physically. That could mean going for walks. If you haven't really been active at all yet, going for walks, and then gradually going for jogs, going for runs. But just making sure that you actually stay active, at least for me it's at least 5 times a week. But the minimum I would recommend is about 3 times a week. Just staying active, doing a sport, just doing something to keep your body moving. That way you get the dopamines as well and all that good stuff. I don't want to go into too much about workout routines and all that, because I was a personal trainer, and I don't want to it will be a very, very, very long topic. But just taking care of yourself physically, because imagine you owning, I know this, I forgot who said it, I think it was Dean Graziosi, one of the mentors I follow. It's like, imagine owning $1 million racehorse, right? This racehorse can win And would you feed that racehorse like junk food and like GMOs and all that? And would you like let it just chill around and do nothing and just lounge? Or would you actually train it all the time to win the race? And would you feed it the best food so it can win? And that's what you all are right now. You all have the capabilities of being that $1 million racehorse, or just that $1 million person. You have the potential for that. You just got to make sure that you take care of yourself in those ways. So physically, make sure that you take care of yourself physically, work out and all that. And the second one, since we're on the same topic, is your diet. So like just how I mentioned earlier, feeding that racehorse, you want to make sure that you have your diet in line. It doesn't mean you have to go on a diet. It just means that you should be feeding yourself the right foods, such as organic, GMO free, all these good stuff, grass fed, staying away from highly processed foods, a lot of sugar and all that good stuff. So like there's so much knowledge out there that I know a lot of people haven't researched yet, or just paid attention to, but like there's so many things now that like all these fast food restaurants, they put into your food to be addictive and just make you feel full and stuff like that. But the reason why I would say diet is because food is meant to be fuel for you. It's meant to be, gives you energy to last throughout the day. That way you could succeed and be successful in whatever you're doing throughout the day. But if you're eating food that's highly processed or junk food, and that's basically just not good for you, then you get into those things that people call like food coma. So after you eat, you're tired, you want to sleep, and then you take a nap for like an hour or two, and that's just like wasting your day basically. So make sure to properly feed yourself food that would actually give you the energy and maintain your energy for throughout the day. And that's what I've been struggling on as well. I'm not perfect. I've been struggling on the food I eat. Sometimes I go eat junk food every now and then. I want some Whataburger, In-N-Out and stuff like that. But it's all good in moderation. So just take that in consideration. It just depends on how much you're willing to actually go and succeed. If you want to be like $1 million business, if you want to be a billionaire, stuff like that. If you're okay with tens of thousands of dollars, $100,000, that's fine too. Just see where you want to go, see how big your dreams and aspirations are, and like make sure you just work backwards and make sure you're becoming that person that can actually achieve that. Because for me, I always want to be like millionaire and like 8 figures and $100 million earner, but I gotta work backwards. And like, man, if I were to feed myself all this crap and not work out, how am I gonna be that? Because then I won't have that energy. So just keep that in mind. Figure out what you guys want to be, work backwards towards and see who you need to become, what habits you need to instill. All right. So sorry about that. I digress. But anyways, the next thing is the rewards. So I know a lot of people, they don't really do this. I always ask them. So they have these goals and their dreams and all this stuff and what they want to do, but and a lot of people, they start their business, they start whatever they want to do, their YouTube channel, whatever it is, but they don't have really rewards for that. Let's say, for example, you start a YouTube channel, right? And then you finally hit 1,000 subs, and that's a pretty good milestone. That's a pretty big milestone. When I hit 1,000 subs on my Organic Price Books YouTube channel, I was like, man, this is cool. But you gotta actually reward yourself as well. So that way you have that momentum. Because if you don't have rewards after you hit a certain goal, then what's the point of even hitting those goals? You don't like take a break, celebrate, stuff like that. But don't celebrate for too long. Just have those mini celebrations, and that way you guys can actually enjoy the journey. That's the point of everything that we're doing, is to actually enjoy the journey. So make sure you set rewards. So for example, if you're a content creator, you hit 1,000 subs, go take yourself to a nice dinner. You hit 10,000 subs, get yourself a nice car. Stuff like that. Whatever it is that will make you continue to strive and push forward. Because once you start doing everything you want to do, and you just keep on growing and growing and growing, but you don't give yourself any rewards, you're going to burn out eventually, and then you're going to be like, man, why am I even doing this? And then you have to go back and really figure out, you know, are you actually enjoying your journey, or are you just chugging along? So there's that. So make sure you give yourself some rewards. So for me, for example, you know, I hit $1 million in sales, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give me a cool statue. So that's something I like to do. So another cause for burnout is improper planning. So for example, if you don't use a journal and you just go throughout your day being reactive towards your day, you just don't know what to do for the day. So that was me for a very long time. I didn't plan, or like I just go throughout my days very, like, you know, I don't have a journal or anything. I'm just like, I'm gonna remember everything I need to do, and then throughout the entire day I'm just like, man, what did I need to get done again? And it just like takes a lot of more energy and effort for me to actually remember what I need to do and stuff like that. But if you were to have a journal, right, and just journal everything before bed or the next day, what you need to get done, stuff like that, and what all the tasks you need to do, and then when you wake up and you just go through your journal, and you, like, for me, I wouldn't have finished my stuff until like 8 p.m. or something like that, but when I saw the journal, all my checklists and stuff like that, I could finish all my stuff at like 1 p.m. So it makes a big difference, because you go throughout the day, and like for me, for example, I go throughout my day, I'm like, okay, I think I'm done for the day, and then an hour later I'm like, oh crap, I forgot that I had to do, like, talk to some vendors or call some people or like do some customer service or order some boxes and stuff like that. So just planning out your day in advance, the night before, really does help. And just planning out whatever you want to do for, like, your YouTube channel, just planning out, like, you know, what you want to talk about, stuff like that, planning out your month or your year, what 3 skills you want to learn. For example, if you want to grow and be an entrepreneur and stuff like that, planning out your entire year and knowing what skill sets you should be improving on. Like for me, be better on camera, have better penmanship, and have actually better presentation, because this is, you know, whatever, crappy, but it's all right. You know, I'm getting started. So just planning in general and making sure that you plan accordingly, it will really make a big difference on having burnout. Because if you don't plan, then you're kind of cluttered, and when you're cluttered, you lose more energy and all that stuff. So there's that. So let's get into the hard stuff, which is the fun stuff as well. So I forgot what I even wrote. So stepping away. So when you're a business owner, or you want to grow and stuff like that, and you get so bogged down with the day-to-day stuff. Like for me, I was so bogged down in fulfilling orders and making sure all my stuff is packed and all that I forgot that I haven't stepped away from my business. It's been like a routine, and it's been a consistent routine where I just come in, pack orders, and I'm done, you know, and I go home and just call it a day. But if you step away from your daily routines or your daily whatever it is that you are doing to grow your business, and whatever that you want to do, is actually beneficial, because then you can start actually thinking, you know, what else do I need to do? What else do I need to grow the business, or grow whatever you want to do? Because when you finally step away, you get rid of all the daily habits or like the mundane stuff, and actually start thinking about what else you should be doing to improve whatever you want to do, your YouTube channel, your business, all that stuff. Because if you get too bogged down in routines, you stop thinking and being creative. So always make sure you step away from your business or whatever you want to do at least once a quarter, and just reevaluate how everything's going along, what new things you should implement, what you should be cutting, what you should like be delegating. Like for another example of stepping away is just stepping away from being in control of something. So for me, for example, I used to always come in and make sure I, go through all my orders and fulfill all my orders and like print out the shipping labels and stuff like that. But I need to step away from that because there's so much other things I need to get done, and that's like a low level task that could be handed off to somebody else because it doesn't require a huge learning curve. So I'd rather like promote somebody and hire them to do that. That way I can go out and do more creative thinking and stuff like that instead of being bogged down into doing that every single day. So that's another one. That's step number 5. So make sure you step away at least once a quarter, reevaluate whatever you need to get done, and make sure get that done. All right, so the last one I know it was very hard for me because I was an introvert and stuff like that, but after growing the business I got better socially. But the last one is social pressure. So for those who are introvert and stuff like that, it could be hard for you guys, but I'm telling you, it's very, very beneficial. I've been hearing about doing this all the time, but I just never do because I don't want to tell anybody because I don't like talking to people and stuff like that. But so social pressure. So what I mean by social pressure is you have all these dreams and goals and stuff that you want to do, right? But if you don't tell anybody, you don't tell your spouse, you don't tell your parents, you don't tell your friends, you don't tell anybody, you just keep it to yourself, or you don't tell the world, then you have nobody to hold yourself accountable except for yourself. And if you hold yourself accountable, then you're gonna give yourself some slack, like, man, I don't really feel like doing this today. I don't have to do this because nobody knows that I'm doing whatever I need to get done except for me. But if you tell the world what you wanna do and what needs to be done, and then they hold you accountable. So for example, for me, I told everybody that I'll be doing YouTube live videos every single Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central, all right? And every single Wednesday, after the fact that I said that, I'm like, man, I really don't want to do this because 9 p.m. is kind of late for me now. I'm getting tired or lazy. I just want to stay on the couch, watch TV and stuff like that. But come 9 p.m. Central, I was like, you know what? I told everybody that I'm gonna be going and doing YouTube lives at 9 p.m. Central, so I have to do it because it makes you become a person of your word, and it instills the habits for my audience to expect me every single Wednesday at 9 p.m. Because when I do my YouTube videos and stuff like that, I get comments on Monday like, hey, I can't wait to see your YouTube live on Wednesday. I'm like, oh crap, I forgot I gotta do that. But yeah, I mean, doing those YouTube lives is very fun. I enjoy doing it, but just going the time building up to them, just like, man, I'm so tired. I don't really feel like doing it. But sometimes that social pressure is good because it makes you be a man or be a person of your word. And being a person of your word, you don't want to go into those habits. I know I have quite a few people that when they tell me something, I'm like, yeah, I don't believe you. Like they always tell me they're gonna go play tennis or they're gonna do this and that, and they're on their way in 30 minutes. I'm like, no, you're not. So you don't want to be one of those people, especially if you're building your brand or your business or whatever you want to do. You want to be one of those people that actually stay true to your word and do whatever that you say that you're going to do. Because once you build a habit, if you build a habit or the reputation of saying you're going to do something but then do something else, nobody's going to believe you. So that's why you always want to stay true on your promises and stuff like that, whatever you say. And that's why social pressure is pretty hard for a lot of people that not usually committed to whatever they want to do. But it's also a great thing for those who like, you know what, I really want to start this year strong. I'm gonna get some social pressure. Let me go tell my friends, my family, everybody that I'm gonna be doing this and this, and then they're gonna hold you accountable. And just even though people are not hard on you, like if you just tell your friends and your family, even though they're not going to be hard on you as you think, it's just like knowing that, like, if you don't do it, you're gonna let them down. So that's my perspective, my perspective of that. So I hope these 6 steps help you out addressing burnout. I know for me, social pressure helps me with burnout, because if I didn't tell people I would be doing YouTube lives, I would be like, man, I'm tired, I'm just gonna go lay down. But so it helps me reinvigorate myself. So with that, and then another one is planning and rewards. For me, once I started planning my days and giving myself rewards for whatever I want to do, like the burnout is not there anymore, because I'm no longer stressed or cluttered or cobwebs in my mind, stuff like that. So let me know what you guys think. Which one is your favorite? What other topics do you want me to talk about to help you, whatever you want to do? This channel is more about self-development and stuff like that. So anything you guys have in mind that you want me to talk about, let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And I hope you guys have a great, happy New Year's. Get after your dreams and goals and stuff like that. Yep, and I'll see you in the next video.